This story is called The Vile Isle That Bleeds Your Smile. The ferry to Vile Isle only ran once a day, and only if the fog allowed it. Most days it didn't, but on one strange syrup-thick afternoon, the fog rolled back just enough to reveal a jagged strip of land rising from the lake like a crooked tooth. That's when three kids, Mara, Finn, and little Joss, found themselves stepping onto the creaky wooden dock, their shoes tapping against the planks that felt oddly warm. "Did you feel that?" Joss whispered. "Probably just the sun," Finn said, though the sky above was a dull, unmoving gray. Mara didn't say anything. She was staring at the sign, nailed crookedly to a post at the end of the dock. The paint was chipped, the letters uneven, like they'd been scratched in by something impatient. "Welcome to Vile Isle. Please keep your smile." "Well, that's weirdly polite," Finn said. Joss gave a small laugh, but it came out shaky. They followed a narrow path onto the island, where the trees grew too close together, their branches twisting like bony fingers. Leaves rustled even though there was no wind, whispering secrets in a language just out of reach. The deeper they went, the quieter it became. No birds, no bugs, just the sound of their own footsteps and something else. A faint giggling. It echoed from somewhere ahead, high-pitched and uneven, like a laugh that had forgotten how to stop. "Okay, I don't like that," Finn muttered. They pushed forward anyways, because that's what kids in stories always do. The path opened into a clearing, and at its center stood a small, crooked house. Its windows were dark, but the front door was wide open, as if inviting them in, or daring them. Above the door, carved into the wood, were the same three words as the sign: "Keep your smile." Joss tugged on Mara's sleeve. "Can we go back now?" But the path behind them was gone. Where it had been was now just a wall of trees, thick and unmoving, like they'd never parted at all. The giggling grew louder. It was coming from inside of the house. Finn swallowed. "We'd just look inside, then we figure out how to leave." Mara nodded, though her stomach felt like it had dropped into her shoes. They stepped inside. The air was warm, too warm, and it smelled sweet, like candy left out too long, just starting to turn. The walls were covered in mirrors, hundreds of them. Big ones, small ones, cracked ones, all reflecting the kids from every angle. But something wasn't right. In one mirror, Mara saw herself, smiling. She wasn't smiling. Her reflection's grin stretched too wide, teeth sharp, eyes a little too bright. "Did you see that?" she whispered. Finn nodded slowly. "Yeah, mine too." In all the mirrors, all of them were smiling. Even Joss, whose lower lip was clearly trembling in real life, had a reflection with a grin so big it looked painful. The giggling burst into laughter, and then, from the far end of the room, something moved. From behind a tall mirror, unfolding like it had too many joints. Its body was thin and stretched, its skin pale and shiny, like it had been polished. But its face was all smile. A huge, dripping grin carved too deep into its cheeks, filled with rows of uneven teeth. Its eyes were small and dark, nearly lost in the stretch of that smile. "Well," it said, its voice sticky sweet, "new faces." Joss whimpered. "What do you want?" Finn demanded, trying to sound brave, but his voice cracked like thin ice. The creature tilted its head, the grin never changing. "Just your smiles," it said. "Then everyone leaves them here." Mara's heart thudded. "We need them." The creature giggled again, a wet, bubbling sound. "Oh, you won't miss them. Not after." It raised a long, spider-like hand, and the mirrors began to shimmer. Mara felt something tug at her face, not her skin, something deeper, her smile. Even though she wasn't smiling, it felt like something was pulling at the corners of her mouth, trying to stretch them upward. "Don't let it in!" Finn shouted. They clamped their hands over their mouths, pressing hard. The creature's grin twitched, just a little. "Oh, that's no fun," it said. The mirrors brightened, and their reflections leaned closer, grinning wider. Joss let out a small, panicked laugh. The moment he did, the creature snapped its fingers. Something invisible yanked at his face, and suddenly, his smile was gone. Not wiped away, taken. Joss's expression went blank, his eyes wide but empty of emotion. He didn't look scared anymore. He didn't look like anything. "Joss?" Mara whispered. Josh blinked slow. "What's wrong?" he asked in a flat voice. The creature inhaled deeply, like it was smelling something delicious. "Fresh," it said. "So fresh." Mara felt a surge of anger cut through her fear. "Give it back!" The creature laughed. "Why would I? This island feeds on joy, on laughter, on smiles." It tapped its cheek. "And yours are particularly tasty." Finn looked around wildly. There has to be a way out. Mara's eyes darted to the mirrors. Their reflections were still smiling. Too much. "Wait," she said. "It's not taking our smiles from us. It's taking them from the mirrors." Finn frowned. "What?" "The reflections," Mara said quickly. "They're wrong. What if that's where it gets them?" The creature's grin flickered for just a second. That was enough. "Break them!" Mara shouted. Finn grabbed a loose piece of wood from the floor and swung it at the nearest mirror. Crash! The glass shattered, and for a moment the room went quiet. The creature shrieked, actually shrieked. Its grin faltered, stretching unevenly as it clutched its face. "Stop!" it howled, but Finn didn't. He smashed another mirror, and another. Mara joined in, grabbing anything she could to shatter the glass. With each crash, the creature grew weaker, its smile shrinking, cracking, like it was made of brittle porcelain. Joss blinked rapidly, his expression flickering. "Keep going!" Mara urged. The room filled with the sound of breaking glass, like a storm of sharp raging thunder. Finally, with one last shatter, the largest mirror, the one at the back of the room, split down the mirror. The creature let out a long, wailing scream. Its grin collapsed entirely, leaving behind a blank, smooth face. And then, it melted. It sank into the floor like wax, disappearing into the wood. Silence rushed in. The warmth faded. The mirrors, what remained of them, went dull and still. Joss gasped, his hands flying to his face. What happened?" Mara smiled, a real one this time, small but bright. "We got you back." Finn let out a shaky laugh. Okay, let's never come here again. They turned towards the door. This time, the path was back there, winding through the trees like it had been waiting. They didn't stop running until they reached the dock. The ferry was already there. No fog, no delay. As they stepped on board, Mara glanced back at the island. For a moment, she thought she saw something in the trees, a pale shape, watching. And then, just like before, the boat pulled away. A new sign creaked into place on the dock. Welcome back. Please keep your smile. Mara touched the corners of her mouth, just to make sure her smile was still there. But for a split second, it felt like something far away was trying to pull it back.
That was a terrifying tale. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and our other socials for more content, and buy your book by searching Scary Stories for Creepy Kids on Amazon. Also, send us your own scary stories and we might include it on a future episode. Email us at scarystoriesforcreepykids@gmail.com. Peace out. Bye.
Above the door, carved into the wood, were the same 3 words as the sign. Keep your smile. Joss tugged on Mara's sleeve. Can we go back now? But the path behind them was gone. Where it had been was now just a wall of trees, thick and unmoving, like they'd never parted at all. The giggling grew louder. It was coming from inside of the house. Finn swallowed. We'd just look inside, then we figure out how to leave. Mara nodded, though her stomach felt like it had dropped into her shoes. They stepped inside. The air was warm, too warm, and it smelled sweet, like candy left out too long, just starting to turn. The walls were covered in mirrors, hundreds of them, big ones, small ones, cracked ones, all reflecting the kids from every angle. But something... The creature tilted its head, the grin never changing. Just your smiles, it said. Then everyone leaves them here. Mara's heart thudded. We need them. The creature giggled again, a wet, bubbling sound. Oh, you won't miss them. Not after. It raised a long, splendid hand. It raised a long, spider-like hand, and the mirrors began to shimmer. Mara felt something tug at her face, not her skin, something deeper, her smile. Even though she wasn't smiling, it felt like something was pulling at the corners of her mouth, trying to stretch them upward. Don't let it in! Finn shouted. They clamped their hands over their mouths, pressing hard. The creature's grin twitched, just a little. Oh, that's no fun, it said. The mirrors brightened, and their reflections leaned closer, grinning wider. Joss let out a small, panicked laugh. The moment he did, the creature snapped its fingers. Something invisible yanked at his face, and suddenly, his smile was gone. Not wiped away, taken.